While most of us are still trying to ease into calendar year 2016, the basketball teams at Grand Valley are already hard at work. The Lakers swept a doubleheader from Wayne State in Allendale yesterday, and they're back on the hardwood again today for a couple of games against the University of Findlay Oilers. And good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm Tom Cleary, your host for the action here today on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. At about 3 o'clock this afternoon, it'll be Rick Wesley taking on fifth-year coach Charlie Ernst in the men's game. But in the women's contest here to start off, two very good teams going at it. Grand Valley 8-3 after an impressive win over Wayne State yesterday, and Findlay comes in with a record of 10-1. And the Oilers have won 7 straight after defeating Ferris State on the road yesterday in Big Rapids. Should be an outstanding contest. Women's basketball, the first of two, coming up next right here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
Something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
Well, Grand Valley getting its players out onto the court right now. Taylor Lutz is the first out today. It looks as though Brianna Barnett, the fine senior guard, will not play again today. She missed yesterday's action, has been injured for the last week. The Grand Valley folks tell us that her injury problem is short-term. I think there was some question as to whether or not she might play this weekend. She was dressed for the game yesterday, sat on the bench. She's in attendance here again today, but did not warm up, which led us to believe that she would not be in there. And she's a big, big loss. But Grand Valley played very, very well in her absence yesterday, with Lutz taking over with Janae Langs in the backcourt. Grand Valley handled the ball well. They created some opportunities for the players up front, Piper Tucker, and also Bailey Cairnduff, who had a big game with 18 points. And we'll see if Grand Valley can carry on with that today against a very good side from Findlay, which is 10-1 on the season. They're led by Haley Horseman, the backcourt player who led her team yesterday in Big Rapids with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. She had a buzzer beater a couple of weeks ago in a game in Ohio against Michigan Tech. And Jim Weedy and his crew now ready to go for this one. Final instructions coming up from Grand Valley's first-year coach, Mike Williams, who's done a great job so far. His team was very impressive yesterday, a rather comprehensive victory over Wayne State. As we get a look at Mike, a former assistant who left for a while, was the head coach at Davenport University in the Grand Rapids area, and is now back in his first season replacing Janelle Burgess for Grand Valley. Stepping in for Grand Valley is Piper Tucker, but the tip is easily controlled inside by Margaret Webker, 20 with the ball right now. And the first possession belongs to the visitors. 22 is Carly Boner. Here is Webker. Ball touched away there. just briefly. Grand Valley pretty intact on the perimeter. Webker's got good ability on the ball for a big player. Wide open triple try is around and out and rebounded for Grand Valley by Bailey Cairnduff. And we talked about Cairnduff, really outstanding yesterday in the contest. Junior from Morley, a Division I transfer. Just had a sensational game shooting the ball yesterday. Probably the top player for either side in that game against Wayne State. Grand Valley won that one 74-39. Here's Janae Langs. Langs is a point guard body, but she's really kind of a two-guard type. She wants to shoot the ball and she wants to drive to the basket. First miss here, and Findlay on the move again. We had played 1 minute here in the first quarter, and that's the first time we've ever said that. This is our first broadcast since the change has been made. The women playing quarters now as the spinning one-hander won't go for Kendall Hinton. And the ball knocked out of bounds, and one of the officials signals Grand Valley ball. That's Gina Walker, who's working today with J.R. Schoon and Rachel Stackhouse. And this is the strategy we kind of expected to see from Findlay. Some backcourt pressure against Lutz, who's not a natural point guard, but she did a great job yesterday. Played about half the game, did not have a turnover. Here's Langs. That ball's tipped away, out of bounds to Grand Valley. Dawson was the player they were looking for on the baseline. Dawson at 16 in the contest on Saturday. She'll trigger right here. Grand Valley looking for an entry point. They're going to have to hurry. Dawson was open again on the baseline. This is a triple try for Taylor Lutz, and it's up and down. So Grand Valley gets the first bucket of the contest. It's a three for the junior. Taylor Lutz from Granger, Indiana. Grand Valley trying to defend. Webker throws up a tough shot. Good rebound inside. It's going to be taken away by the Grand Valley player Dawson. Langs saves it. They ripped that one right out of the hands of Kelsey Lewis for Findlay. And here goes Grand Valley again. The drive and the foul as Lutz got inside against Kendall Hinton. That's a good thing to see from Lutz because she's not a natural go-to-the-rim kind of player, but with point guard responsibilities, she has to assume the role that Brianna Barnett would normally be involved with. Nice double team by Findlay. Tried to bounce it off the leg of Horseman, but Lutz couldn't get enough on it. It's a turnover to Findlay. And this is the point guard again trying the shot. It's Hinton with the miss off glass, and Grand Valley's got another board. Both these teams played yesterday afternoon, so 24 hours later, they're back on the court, and wouldn't be surprising if you see a little bit of a basketball hangover from both sides, just trying to get loose in the contest here. Trying to get loose, get their legs underneath them. Lutz is going to go for three again. That's well defended by Findlay, and Margaret Webker starts out now. Tall player on the ball, 6-foot senior from Salina, Ohio. And here's Langs with the takeaway. Bad pass on the wing. Dawson is a player that likes to go on the dribble when she can. Oh, she reversed nicely, jumps inside, but couldn't get the shot down and then knocks it out of bounds to Findlay. Clever little move by Kayla, stopped her progress, turned and then went right back at the hole and probably will feel like she should have made that shot. Substitutions, 3 of them for Jim Weedy. In there right now, Emily Molnar, who's got the basketball. Number 10 in the game, Anna Hintz. And who else has climbed in there for the others? This is Horseman, guarded by Lutz. Horseman ducking inside. They can't give her that shot. She'll hit it as often as not, but misses this one badly. And Findlay still having trouble getting off the schneid 3.5 minutes in. Grand Valley hasn't been much better. Here's Langs. Langs is a kind of a pull-up jump shooter. Here's a shot from Cairnduff, who was hot yesterday, and misses her first attempt from the elbow. And ahead with the basketball now is Molnar, guarded by Dawson. Here's Horseman. Lutz is going to try to funnel her to the baseline in this particular play. Krista Putoff is back in there, or is in there right now, I should say, for Findlay. And she's got the ball underneath, and she'll score the first basket of the game. There's a nice drop-off by Molnar inside. Findlay has its initial score. Here's Dawson. Dawson pretty comfortable on the ball. Here's Cairnduff. Good look this time for Karen Duff, and that's the shot she was tattooing yesterday. And Jim Weedy wants an immediate timeout. So we'll take a break. Lakers on top 5-2 here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
At Metro Health, we don't see patients, we see people. And when it comes to their health care, there's one thing we're all working toward: helping them feel better. Better summers, better dances, better retirements, and better roads ahead. This is what we want for every person we see every day. Better. Metro Health. Better all around.
As we look inside the Grand Valley huddle, we talked a little bit earlier about Bailey Cairnduff and how well she played yesterday, and it's just a good-looking play there. She's a tall player, gets great extension on the jump shot, releases the ball at the top of her jump, and elevates a little bit as well. So she's going to be a player for Grand Valley who can get a shot against most opponents. And that, with her first basket of the day, makes it a 5-2 Laker game here. Grand Valley and Findlay in the first of two on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. Women's Division II GLIAC basketball action. Molnar now against the very quick Janae Langs. 10 is Hintz. And now a long triple try for Bonar off the back of the rim and then over the top. That ball was in play until it went backwards off the top of the backboard. Taylor Parmley is in right now for Grand Valley. Parmley had a very fine game yesterday, replacing Cairnduff. She had 8 points and 9 rebounds in a substitute's role. There's our guy Tony Packer, who took one for the team. That looks like a workman's comp claim to me. He'll be out of action until further notice. Now he's a tough guy, Tony, hanging right in there. And after a Grand Valley miss, it's a wide open shot for three that'll tie the game. And this time, Carly Bonner knocks it down. Grand Valley almost had a turnover on the inbound play. We're tied at 5. Shot clock at 15 here. Grand Valley still with plenty of time, but now they try to nail it inside. The shot goes, and it's good for Taylor Parmley. First bucket of the ball game. So Parmley shoots Grand Valley into a 2-point lead. Good work, got the inside position against Krista Putoff, and gives Grand Valley the lead as Lang steps out. Grand Valley has Cairnduff back in now. Parmley completes the three-point play, 8-5, and very nearly a steal. Well, Dawson got it, saved it in bounds, but couldn't find anybody to throw it to. Actually, there's only one other player on her side of half court. That ball is off the foot. Grand Valley fighting for it. This is going to be a tie-up, and it's going to be, I believe, Grand Valley basketball. The ball bounced off the foot of Horseman. The Grand Valley crowd on the bench enjoying that. And there we take a look at Mike Williams. Interesting setup for Grand Valley right now with Langs out of there. Lutz really becomes the primary guard. You got to have some other people willing to help out. And Grand Valley really gobbed that up badly there. Nobody really went to the basketball. And the turnover gives it right back to Findlay. I think that the player that's going to have to stand up and be counted here is Cairnduff. And really, Lutz is just not a natural point player and really didn't present herself to get that pass on the inbounds play. 8-5 our score. This is Allie Toby, who's in the game. 5 in white for Findlay. Webker trying to go on Grand Valley's Piper Tucker. The shot from the baseline is around and out and rebounded by Karen Duff. Off the miss by Horseman, who hasn't really come into this game quite yet. 6 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Dawson, thought about a three. Spinning, and great defense by Horseman. Dawson tried to go right back at her. Grand Valley's got to watch out for a 3-second violation. But Parmley making her presence felt. 5 points early on, a 5-point Laker lead. It was a great battle by Dawson and Horseman. There's Horseman into the lane. Nice little dump on the baseline. And that ball kept alive after the miss by Lindsay Engelbrecht of Findlay. So here comes Lutz, guarded now by Toby. Parmley looking to go again. Parmley's been hot. Why not? She almost got the offensive rebound there. But here comes Findlay with numbers. It's 4-on-2. They try for the three, but getting back quickly was Lutz against Engelbrecht. Nice work by Lutz. Here's Webke looking to go. Throw up a tough shot. That's rebounded easily by Karen Duff. And now Grand Valley wants to up the tempo a little bit here. Tucker has not really had an opportunity yet for Grand Valley. Dawson, a triple try, is up and through, and the Lakers lead by 8 against a team that's won 7 straight. Kayla Dawson with her first bucket of the ball game. It's the biggest lead so far for Grand Valley at 8. Horseman trying to work away from Parmley, and the shot goes here from inside the arc. And that's Dana Fricke knocking down her first basket. Fricke is a freshman from Wauseon, Ohio. Karen Duff ran into a double team. Dawson looking to go with the left hand. Nice shot by Kayla Dawson. Five now for Dawson, 5 for Parmley. Grand Valley up by 8 again. Engelbrecht can't find it. Great position by Grand Valley's defensive core. 3 players in position to pull down that rebound. And here's Dawson again. Dawson looking maybe for a little bit of a clear out. Tucker, Lutz, Karen Duff for 3. Great rotation. And Bailey Kerendorf has Jim Weedy thinking about another timeout. He's going to try to get to the end of the period. Grand Valley with a double-digit lead. Kerendorf hit a contested 3-point shot. And the Lakers up now by 11. Here's Fricke outside the arc. Horseman guarded by Lutz. Lutz has done a great job so far. Kerendorf almost had a steal there. Webke going to pull up and send it from 17 and gets it. Webker with the shot. There's a ball ahead to Parmley, who's wide open and took steps. Oh my gosh. Couldn't get her feet right. Probably could have taken a bounce there, but didn't do so. We've got all sorts of substitutions here with 33.9 seconds remaining. Well, that's dubious, I think. You wouldn't see that called in a men's game, and I really don't know that it was a violation there. It looked a little bit suspect, but I think it was just one long step and the push-off. 18-9, Grand Valley on top. This is a triple try that misses and chased down by Kendall Hinton, who's back in the game, but she loses it. Dawson somehow got it away to her teammate who was just in. That was Lindsay Baker, who had just come on for Grand Valley. And here's Lutz with 7 seconds remaining. Let's see if she'll try to go and get the shot herself. This is a long gun that's going to be way short. It's an air ball that will end the first quarter, but it's a good period for the Lakers against a team that's been hot lately. Grand Valley on top, 18-9 here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
What if a home phone could also be a smartphone? And what if that home phone could save you money on your home and wireless bill at the same time? With Xfinity Voice, you get amazing technology like readable voicemail on your smartphone, caller ID on your TV, and even text messaging, all for a low price. Start saving with unlimited nationwide talk and text and switch to Xfinity Voice for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
almost done.
Now you can pay your bill, manage your appointments, and check your connection status. Anytime, anywhere.
Oh, so you're protesting? Okay.
Introducing Xfinity My Account, available on any device.
All right, well, the Grand Valley fans enjoying things so far here in this one. The Lakers on top 18-9. They got a good contribution off the bench from Taylor Parmley, who had a big ball game yesterday. She's been very productive in the minutes that she has played so far this weekend. This would be a very nice win for the Lakers, who come into this contest in the North Division in second place behind Michigan Tech. But Grand Valley now with a record of 8-3 on the season after winning that game yesterday. And in the South, two teams have been white hot. Really, three teams have played very well. Ohio Dominican entered weekend play 8-2. Findlay was 9-1. They won yesterday. And Ashland, the undefeated team in the league, starting weekend action, 4-0 in conference play prior to yesterday, and the 10 straight wins to start the year. So Grand Valley's going to have a different look now. Lutz continues on at the point guard position. Dawson, Karen Duff, Corinne Hinska's in for the first time, and she's made marked improvement over last year. Really an offensive threat. Player that can do a lot of things for Grand Valley. Corinne's going to get the ball right here. 44 in blue for the Lakers. This is a long try for Baker, can't get it. Lutz is going to get inside. Great drop off by Lutz, and I don't know when we have a travel. Well, Lutz was too clever by half there. She was down inside, looked like she might be able to force up a shot, tried to hook it in to Hinska, and Hinska couldn't really get a grasp of the basketball there. So it's a Laker turnover, and Findlay with a chance to score on his first possession here in quarter two. Horseman now has gone out of the contest briefly for a rest. Down on the baseline is Webker. Forces the shot up, can't get it. And there's Hinska, that big presence at almost 6'2" on the floor for Grand Valley. Lindsay Baker is 15. Dawson. Piper Tucker will check back in. Dawson almost gave it away there. Here's Corinne Hinska looking to go now. This is where she's made some improvement. Cut off that time nicely by Kelsey Lewis. Looks to go again. She's going to force the action here. Little turnaround is blocked. It's a held ball. I think it's going to belong to Findlay here. That's a good idea by Corinne Hinska. I think, though, that far from the basket, she's got to turn to the outside with her strong hand instead of inside against the defender there. But good aggressiveness down at the offensive end as she got down inside the paint. Second quarter action here, the first of two today on the Grand Valley Sports Network. Here's Dawson trying to cut out the Findlay defender. Does so nicely, misses the shot and draws the foul. Well, that was good work by Dawson all the way down the floor. She felt Jenna Stegmeyer on her hip. And she gives a little glance to the right there, and I think Kayla's a little bit upset she didn't finish that shot. Pretty good foul shooter, though, is Kayla Dawson. And speaking about free throw shooting, Findlay yesterday at Ferris, I think I read in the pregame notes, they were 16 of 17 in that game, which they won pretty handily against the Bulldogs. Kayla Dawson now with 7 here in the first half. It's 20-9 Grand Valley, playing without Brianna Barnett, their outstanding point guard. And Horseman continues on the bench for Findlay. She has not yet scored in the contest. Engelbrecht, and now Kendall Hinton. Engelbrecht again, trying to get rid of Karen Duff. Karen Duff is very tall to be playing a player on the perimeter like that. Here's Webker. Oh, ran into Hinska. Jeez. Hinska, what a bailout that is, and Mike Williams knows it. Hinska reached in there, and her opponent had absolutely nowhere to go. It picked up with a dribble, and just kind of a careless play. It's great defense right here by Tucker, and Hinska comes over and bumps on Webker. Long triple try will not go. That's a good rebound inside by Kelsey Lewis of Findlay, beating Grand Valley to the punch. Tucker, oh boy, a great block it looked like by Tucker. Mike Williams can't believe that one. I'd love to see the replay here because Tucker gave ground and then went up vertically right at the last. Boy, oh boy, that's a very tough call. Kind of slapped down on a little bit, did Piper Tucker. Had the Findlay player, Webker, tied up, and a little bit of justice, you might say, from the Grand Valley perspective as Webker misses the free throw. Horseman has snuck back into the ball game here, wearing 13 in white. Leading scorer yesterday for Findlay against Ferris, but not yet in the book as Webker splits the pair. 3 points now for Webker, and Grand Valley will try to turn to Kayla Dawson. Here's Karen Duff now as they work it ahead of the pressure, Grand Valley does. Dawson in there now as Lutz is giving away to Langs, who has the ball. Dawson on the dribble. Karen Duff. Better pressure now for Findlay. Shot clock at 10. Langs. Dawson. From the elbow. Can't get it down. This one will be chased down in the corner by Webker. Webker's got a great all-around game. You see her go get the ball off the glass, and she brings it all the way up the floor and then falls down inside. I have no idea what the call is here. Webker bumped into the Grand Valley player as she was about to turn it over. Mike Williams has got his palms held up. Should have been a traveling call there, and then you can take care of the player afterwards. It's a finger in the eye, but you just can't stop playing, and that should have been a travel. And Mike Williams is getting an explanation right now from J.R. Schoon, and he doesn't like it at all. That's not a foul, it's just a basketball play. But I believe they've called a foul. Well, I don't know what they've called. And now they call an illegal screen, which it's going against Kelsey Lewis. I don't want to toss the term makeup call out too lightly there, but it was a strange series of events that last trip down for Findlay. Grand Valley with the basketball right now. Janae Langs, inside it goes to Tucker. Nice turn inside. Tucker, though, did not get off the best shot there. She kind of rushed it a little bit. She had more space than she realized. Here's Horseman now from the elbow. Dawson closes on her. Triple try is up and through, though, and that's Emily Molnar. First bucket of the ball game for Emily. 20-13 Grand Valley. And whereas Grand Valley was so good on the ball in the backcourt yesterday, they've struggled a little bit against a better team here today. Dawson for three. Nice. Kayla Dawson off to a roaring start with 10 in the first half. Lakers by 10. Baseline jumper goes from 14. Knocking that one down is Carly Boner. 5 now for Carly. The lead is again 8 for Grand Valley. Langs, extra pass. Karen Duff can hit that shot and does. And Jim Weedy doesn't like it. He gets the quick timeout. This will be a quick break, and we'll come back with more from Grand Valley after this.
Dudes, been a couple of A+ roommates. And I hate to do this because you guys have been cool with everything. You're cool with my band. You're cool with that English accent phase, remember that?
We're literally out to milk.
And that theater troupe.
Hey, could you give me a second, please?
But State Farm's helped me be really smart with my money, and I got my own pet now. Oh, no big deal. Mom, Dad, my new place doesn't allow pets. Dylan's gonna have to stay here. One love, Pops.
Start out right in life. With everything from renter's insurance to your first bank account, State Farm is there.
My fathead king! My fathead king! Oh my gosh!
That looks really good. That look good?
This is my fat head.
I'm so excited for her. The goosebumps.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
Do you like it?
I love it.
There's Phil Sayers, who's a holdover from Janelle Burgess' staff, working on some strategy with his side right now. A lot of smiles in that Laker huddle. And the referees are having their own confab here. We've had a couple of strange little episodes in this game. Nothing earth-shattering, but enough to keep everybody on their toes. And as you take a look at that player wearing blue, 34, right there, Bailey Cairnduff, you see somebody who is very, very much improved from a year ago. The contribution she's able to make. And talking to some of the Grand Valley people yesterday, said her problem last year was injury. She could just never quite get all the way to full strength last season, and as a result it hurt her. And now the turnover as the ball comes in over the top, and Kelsey Lewis not able to handle it. Grand Valley can build on a double-digit lead of 11 here. Piper Tucker out there with Langs and Lutz, Cairnduff, and the fifth player on for Grand Valley right now, Taylor Parmley. Langs thought about it. Grand Valley nearly turned it over there. Baker's got to be careful. Now she does turn it over. Now it's actually off the Findlay player out of bounds. Shot clock at 14. 5:49 left in the half. It's Grand Valley by 11 today. Jim Reedy wasn't real too pleased with that. Taylor Lutz from an odd angle right at the end line there, but facing the court. Inbounds it to Langs. Langs has not offered a shot yet here in the early going. She might right now. She will. And she line drives it up there a little bit flat. It's pulled out by Findlay. And the Oilers are on the run again. This is Molnar, Horseman against Langs. A little bit of a push off with the left arm. Langs moves her body well. Great defense by Janae Langs against Horseman. You can tell as a scorer, Horseman's eager to get into it. Cairnduff now. Lutz. Dump inside, Dawson, tough shot, goes. Actually, that's, 14 Taylor Parmley got fooled by the headband there. She jumped in for Dawson the last time down. 7 for Parmley. She's having a big ball game. Outside Horseman waited a little long, and she's going to get this shot. Got the layup instead of the 3. And Haley Horseman has her first bucket of the ball game. 28-17. Inside 5 left in the first half here on the Grand Valley Sports Network. Two good teams in the women's GLIAC basketball race squaring off for an early season battle. Cairnduff stepped right up into that shot. That's one I expect her to make most of the time, but she left it a little bit light. Kelsey Lewis hit the deck there. She's not quite got her bearings back. Dawson will return for Grand Valley. 5 new players coming in soon for Findlay. Horseman trying to go on Langs. Langs is not buying it. Great job of staying in front. Tough shot for 3 is going to be rebounded by Lutz. Grand Valley did it well there. Here's Langs, Cairnduff. Lutz thought about it. Gets the pick here from Parmley. Langs thinking about it. That's a nice ball inside to Parmley. She threw it away, couldn't decide who she wanted to go to, and threw it to the in-between option, which happened to be Emily Molnar. Here's Horseman now, guarded by Cairnduff this time. They got away with the feet moving a little too soon. Lutz plays her well this time. It's another miss by Horseman. Another rebound for Grand Valley. Inside 3.5 to go in the first half. Lakers by 11 against the University of Findlay Oilers here today on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. Lang's going to pull up and line drive one home. It's a good play by Janae Langs because she's out there. She's got to keep the defense honest and get a shot or two up now and then. There's a try for Molnar from the top of the key. That's a 2-point goal. Molnar now with 5 to lead her team scoring. Well, there's a big tumble there that involved Emily Molnar. Lutz, Parmley. Parmley was doubled there. And I'd like to get it back to Cairnduff on this side. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Langs here, who ran into a defender on the pass-off. And 7 players come into the contest. Let's see. Well, that's not much of a foul call there. Langs tried to avert the defender. Had gotten rid of the ball, and It's one of those plays where the first player to hit the deck gets the call, and that's what happened that time. It's documented by our man Brad Scott underneath the basket. Findlay down 11. This is Shannon Zajac who's in for the first time. Thought about it, nearly threw it away. Hinska's back on for Grand Valley. Hinska makes a good play there. That ball is just kind of thrown out of bounds, and both coaches a little bit unhappy about that, but I think it's the right call. Player just ran out of room. Grand Valley got a slight touch on it, and it trickled out of bounds. Webker looking to go with the right hand, forces it up, no. Rebounded nicely by Parmley of Grand Valley. Down to the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Here's Dawson squared up against her opposite number, Shannon Zajac. Hinska can take shots from distance. Lutz not this time, wide left. Cairnduff's going to run it down on the long board. And bad ball into the post though, and here comes Findlay. Zajac, ball was touched and rebounded. Somebody got a hand on that shot. Cairnduff was stripped inside, and a nice play made by Allie Toby, who got it, forced it up, and drew the foul. But Cairnduff's got it right here, and she's just a little bit lackadaisical with the ball, trying to get it to Dawson. Needed to secure that one under the basket a little bit better. And instead, she gives up a 2-point shooting opportunity for Toby, who misses her first shot. Toby's a freshman from Maria Stein, Ohio. Second one looks better and goes. First point of the ball game for her. It's 30-20. Grand Valley as we're down to the 92nd mark. See if Grand Valley can find, well, Dawson's going to go for three, and it's a deep three ball. Hinska fought for it, got on the floor. It's a tie-up, and this is going to be Grand Valley basketball. So a new shot clock with 79 seconds to go here in the first half. Girls are not taking it too seriously out there today, having some fun. You like to see that. That is sometimes lost in athletics. It's about fun. Should be having some fun. Grand Valley's going to have to heave this across to Cairnduff. Cairnduff outside the arc, sends it wide. Great bounce to Dawson. Dawson, the pull-up, a little bit flat. Hinska looking to do her work. Reverse won't go, but she draws the foul. And Jim Weedy just kind of shakes his head. He wants to see that kind of effort from his team, but a couple of rebounds at the offensive end for Grand Valley and give Corinne Hinska a chance to shoot a couple here. With 1:05 left to go in the first half. A good first half for Grand Valley. First score for Corinne in the ball game. Here's the replay. Works around inside. Second free throw will not go, but it's Dawson on the glass. Nice work by Grand Valley again. Jim Weedy's got somebody up off the pine right away. They're looking inside for Parmley. Dawson doubled. Cairnduff, that's her shot. She airballed it. Big surprise there. A couple of times Cairnduff has stepped right into shots that you'd expect her to stroke home, and a little bit of a smile to herself there. She didn't like that result. Piper Tucker's going to come in. Parmley's going to go out. Findlay has really rolled the dice with a lot of different combinations, trying to find some people who can get it going. And this lineup does not include Horseman, who's back out of the lineup again. Toby, now Shannon Zajac. It's a tough shot from beyond the arc. It's an air ball. Grand Valley blocked the follow-up shot. People on the floor. Dawson got it off. And Grand Valley gets a timeout with 28.8 left. Fresh shot clock. So the shot clock is actually off now. The Lakers can play for one here. The quick timeout taken by Mike Williams, and he'll be able to adjust his strategy accordingly and get the lineup that he wants out there. Grand Valley has defended very well here in the first half. At last check, the shooting for Findlay was only a little above 30%. They shot the ball quite well yesterday. Today, defensively, they're facing a little better team. As we see Phil Sayers there talking about a play that the Lakers are going to try to run. would think maybe at the end of half, the end of half options would probably include Dawson, who can shoot from the outside and get to the rim. Grand Valley's going to come out right now with Dawson Cairnduff, who's an outside shooter, Piper Tucker, Lutz, and who else is out there? Lindsey Baker is the 5th player for Grand Valley. So Lutz has got to hang on to the ball here. Even if Grand Valley doesn't score, they don't want to give Findlay another opportunity. Looks like they're trying to run some kind of a play for Dawson, who's got it now with 16. Dawson looking to go, doesn't have to go right away. Tucker, and now Lutz again. Jim Weedy wants to get his team playing well defensively. Lutz all the way down and scores. And Taylor Lutz is going to get the last basket of the first half. And Grand Valley with a commanding 13-point lead at the intermission against a team that's been darn near unbeatable this season. It's 33-20 Grand Valley on top of Findlay. We'll take a break and come back with more on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
Many of our customers are repeat customers. Once they travel with Cardinal, they come back time and time again.
Our drivers are the best in the industry. We have so many positive comments about our drivers.
Cardinal Bus, 85 years of safe, reliable, worry-free transportation. Call us at 800-348-7487.
Refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Well, pretty good half of basketball for the home side here today. Grand Valley had a relatively easy time of it with Wayne State yesterday. I don't think anybody played more than 30 minutes in that game for Grand Valley for Mike Williams. And his team looks fairly fresh and rested here today in the first half, leading Findlay at the intermission by the score of 33-20 as we get a look at Louis the Laker. 5 points for Carly Boner and 5 for Emily Molnar for the visitors. Grand Valley had better scoring and more of it. Kayla Dawson with 10, Bailey Cairnduff with 8, Taylor Permley off the bench with 7, and Taylor Lutz with that last bucket with 5 to lead the way for the Lakers. So great first 20 minutes for Grand Valley. Still a lot more basketball to come here this afternoon, the women's game, and of course the men at about 3 o'clock. Right now we're going to enjoy showing and telling you more of the things that are happening these days around Grand Valley.
I came to Grand Valley because the moment I stepped foot on this campus, I fell in love, and all the people around, they just seemed so friendly. So I was like, this is where I need to be.
When I first came to campus, it was very welcoming, a very clean campus.
I came to Grand Valley because they have a great biology department. It really made me determine that Grand Valley was the place for me.
I came to Grand Valley because of the amazing opportunities that West Michigan had to offer Grand Rapids itself. Because of the small class size, it was the one-on-one, peer-to-peer opportunities I had with my fellow students.
The moment I came in, it was an exciting place to be a part of. It's been going uphill from before I got here. It's continuing the upward trend. I really feel really blessed to be here.
I dream of working in technology and really being a big part in connecting people and empowering a lot of friendships.
I dream of being a marine biologist and focusing in marine mammals, mainly orca whales, also known as killer whales.
Action. My goals for the future include directing major motion pictures and working with some of the most creative minds on the planet in order to create movies that are unique and awe-inspiring.
I really want to become a physical therapist for our military because my Uncle Francis was killed on September 11th and they put their lives on hold and on the line to defend our country. And the thing that I can do to help them the most is to become a physical therapist and improve their quality of life to allow them to come back to their families.
I'm interested in continuing my education to work on autonomous robotics that operate in space, where we can harvest resources that we can use both in space and back here on Earth.
I really would like to find myself in some kind of position that involves working with public policy that has to do with education, and I would like that to have an international bent, to understand how to better form an educational experience for children in the U.S., and that's something I've just grown really passionate about.
One of my favorite memories from Grand Valley is when I went on a study abroad trip to Ecuador. There I got to explore the Amazon, cloud rainforests, and I got to try many new things, including eating a grub. Hakuna Matata.
The first time I saw the campus, it was literally a cornfield with a road down the middle. When you think about the campus today, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like magic has taken place.
My favorite memories at Grand Valley are working with different people and having a chance to work with people like T. Haas, you know, and to have him actually know my name was, you know, I think a pretty cool thing.
My favorite memory at Grand Valley has to have been making Happy Grand Rapids. I had the ability to interact with a couple of students here and film a bit of the parts on campus, and that was a really fun experience.
At Grand Valley, I've had the opportunity to improve my clinical skills and to improve my competencies in nursing, leadership, advocacy, and scholarship.
I have had the opportunity to meet an amazingly diverse collection of students and faculty.
I saw this massive investment downtown and these labs that were world class.
Yeah, this is a nice structure.
And I thought, what a great opportunity for my students and for me. And to be honest, I wanted to be a part of that.
Grand Valley gave me the opportunity to be able to network and also help attain different internships. It really helped me be able to finish up my degree and be able to move on to a successful career.
Grand Valley has given me that community to build and empower myself and empower others and be able to accomplish anything in the world.
I feel just privileged to be able to call myself a Laker for a lifetime.
When you put your name on something, it means something. For over 140 years, Coors Banquet's been brewed in one place with pure Rocky Mountain water and the best high country barley. And someone with the name Coors still tastes our beer every week, making sure it tastes as good today as it did in 1873. That's something we're proud to put our name on. Coors, the banquet beer.
My fathead came! My fathead came! Oh my gosh! Yes! What was that? The bear! They came in funny, Daddy!
That looks really good. That look good?
This is my fat head.
I'm so excited for her. I have goosebumps.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
Do you like it?
I love it!
Students are enrolling in record numbers at Grand Valley. This fall, the campus welcomed a record number of first-year students, bringing the total number enrolled to more than 25,000, hitting a major milestone for the university. The percentage of minority students is also a record high, as is the number of international and out-of-state students.
I chose Grand Valley because it offers a great education for an affordable price.
There are also enrollment increases in engineering, health professions, nursing, and business.
These increases show how the university's programs align with what students want and employers need.
Grand Valley has a track record students and parents count on. It has the third best graduation rate of all public universities in the state, and nearly 85% of recent graduates are staying in Michigan to begin their careers or graduate work. For Around Grand Valley, I'm Mary Eileen Lyon.
Halftime here at the Fieldhouse Arena, the campus of Grand Valley State University in Allendale, Michigan. I'm Tom Cleary with you today for this men's and women's basketball doubleheader. The women playing right now, and at the intermission, Grand Valley on top by the score of 33-20 against a team that came in with a record of 10-1. The shooting percentage jumps right out at you. Findlay not really able to do too much offensively, shooting only 30%, and Grand Valley's gotten the better of Findlay on the glass as well. And the Lakers have had good scoring, good balance. They've gotten it done, doing the dirty work inside, and they have really kept the clamps on Haley Horseman, the outstanding guard for Findlay. Just 1 of 5 in that first half, played only 12 minutes. Had a big ball game yesterday in Big Rapids with 17 points and 6 rebounds, but has not been able to duplicate that here today for her side against the Lakers. The men's game coming up at approximately 3 o'clock here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. 5-5 Findlay against 9-2 Grand Valley. And the Lakers will be trying to complete a weekend sweep of their own after knocking off Wayne State yesterday. And there we get a look at, that's Ricardo Carbajal, who just turned back toward us right there. Lakers senior forward, dressed and ready to go. He was a guy that was spared a lot of playing time yesterday. Rick Wesley was able to use his bench quite well, and the Lakers are pretty deep this year with 4 freshmen in the rotation. There's a look at some of the players from Findlay who are here on hand, getting ready to do battle for their coach, Charlie Ernst, in their second road game of the weekend. We're still a couple of minutes away from the start of second half action here today on the Grand Valley Sports Network. So let's take a short break right now. We'll step out for a moment and then return with more of the women's game. Second half action coming up today on Xfinity in the Grand Valley Sports Network.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
Well, the Lakers would like to improve in a couple of ways on their first half play. Everything went pretty well. Piper Tucker, though, did not score. I don't think she even took a shot. A Laker player who's been a very big contributor throughout her career here at Grand Valley. Yesterday in the contest, Piper had 13 and 6 rebounds, and today she was kept off the sheet. So she's looking to be a player Grand Valley would like to get something from. And, of course, Corinne Hinska inside had a good ball game yesterday. Did not have a field goal in the first half. Did make one free throw. But Grand Valley wants to keep the pressure on, playing without Brianna Barnett. I thought it would be very difficult for the Lakers to deal with Haley Horseman. So far, that hasn't been a big issue. But Grand Valley has to make sure their floor game doesn't suffer here without their point guard and leader still on the sideline. I talked to Brianna before the game. She said she's feeling better now and will be back at practice tomorrow and should be available for the duty in the coming weeks. So both teams huddling around right now. Mike Williams down on one knee and Jim Weddy talking to his crew. I suspect that we'll see the same starting five back out there for Findlay, although the starters got a fair amount of bench time in the first half for Findlay. And I think some of that's just good coaching by Jim Weddy, because we mentioned the team on the road playing 2 games in 2 days against pretty good opposition. It's just difficult sometimes on that second half of back-to-back games to come out with the same vigor that your team would normally have. And when you're a little bit tired, it generally affects you at the offensive end. Jump shooters tend to be a little bit short. People that go to the hole tend to be a little bit slow off the dribble. And one player that's played pretty well, I think, is right there in 20 in white, Margaret Webker. Interesting player, tall player, can play inside defensively, handles the ball pretty nicely. And she's out there with Hinton right now. Horseman is back into the contest. She's down in the corner right now. And Webker took a look at her. Grand Valley will zone it here in the first half, and they're going to go opposite. Findlay does go away from Horseman. Findlay trying to get the overload here. Lakers defending pretty well. Horseman guarded by Lutz now. A little bit of a matchup zone look for Grand Valley. The driving shot with the left hand will not go. Tough try by Carly Boner and pulled out of there by the Lakers. And here's Lutz going against Hinton, and Langs is out there, and Langs might take a little more of the ball handling responsibility. Lutz has done pretty well here this weekend, though, for the Lakers. Dawson trying to spin inside. Dawson missed the shot. That ball went out of bounds, though. It's going to be Grand Valley basketball. Dawson did pretty well there. She kind of shielded the Findlay player long enough to make sure she couldn't save that ball back in play. Kayla Dawson, the game's leading scorer so far with 10. Here's Lutz. They're looking at Dawson again at the elbow. She's got Tucker right behind her. Karen Duff, nice catch right in front of the bench. Thought about it, then took it. Airballed it to Langs. Shot clock didn't recycle, though. Langs is going to get a look for 3 herself. That one's off the rim to Webker. So Karen Duff has not shot the ball quite as well as she did before. And that's good defense right there by Grand Valley. They just gave ground on Webker, got out of the way, and the referee smartly let that one go. Webker was playing for the foul, much more so than the shot. And it's kind of a bad turnover there for Findlay to start the second half. Here's Dawson. Tucker, they're trying to get it to her on Webker. Let's see if Tucker can do something with it against the double team. Langs. Lutz had a good look, set her feet, and scores the 3. Lutz now with 8 in the ball game. And the Lakers up by 16 here, and now a technical foul called against Jim Weddy. Gino Clark said something to him, and Jim Weddy didn't like it. I don't really know what people were upset about over there, because nothing had happened in the previous 15 or 20 seconds. Grand Valley made a good play at the offensive end. And what do we have here? They're going to talk it over. It's definitely a technical foul against Findlay. And we'll see how this plays out. J.R. Schoon goes over to talk to Weddy. He can't quite believe it. So now we'll come back to the Grand Valley end. It'll be Bailey Cairnduff, who I think will get the honors here. And she knocks home the first one. It's kind of an extra bonus for Grand Valley because Cairnduff has been a little bit off with her shot. She gets a couple of extra tries here. And boy, she makes them pay. And this is going to be possession right in front of the Findlay bench to Findlay. And by the way, does count as a team foul as well against Findlay in the totals. And they reset the shot clock now. And Grand Valley is up 18 against a team that's just been outstanding this year. Kind of a shocking result at the moment. That's a touch by Cairnduff, almost took it away. Horseman looking to go on Lutz. Lutz does not give up position. And Horseman forced up a tough shot and couldn't get it down. Boy, Lutz has been right there with her. He's kept her body in front, and Haley Horseman just hasn't been able to get it going. Here's Lutz again. Tucker for three. Oh! That's a fine how do you do for Piper Tucker. First bucket of the ball game. Grand Valley 41-20 on top. Almost a turnover there by Hinton. In fact, I'm not so sure she didn't double dribble that basketball. Hinton got around Langs. Threw it away right into the middle of the Grand Valley defense. And the Lakers can build on the lead. Molnar's going to come back in the game for Findlay. Here's Dawson now. Two-player game with Cairnduff. That's a little block there. That's going to be assessed to Kelsey Lewis. The second foul, and massive substitutions now for Findlay. 3 new players on. Webker goes out, Hinton goes out, and also Lewis goes out. And there's Kayla Dawson, who's going to be picked up closely right in front of the Grand Valley bench. Throws into the backcourt to Janae Langs. Langs is guarded by Carly Boner. Langs ran into trouble. Lutz inside. Oh, squeezed it up and in. Boy, it is all going Grand Valley's way right now. And Jim Weedy can't believe it. His team is down 23 here on the road. Grand Valley still defending well, but here's the look that Horseman's been begging for. Cannot find it. Cairnduff, little fancy work there behind the back. Dawson. Tucker trying to set up in the hole. Dawson likes to put it on the deck and go. Langs, Lutz. Tucker trying to give her a pick. Tucker thought about it. Lutz will take it from 3. Oh! 13 for Lutz. Grand Valley 46. Findlay 20. What a surprise this one has been. Triple try that's off the back iron. Horseman pulled it down, but she got tied up off the miss. It'll be Grand Valley basketball with 6:05 left in the third, and we'll get Parmley back on for the Lakers. Coming out will be Dawson. Stegmeyer is back on. Horseman goes out. Engelbrecht is back in for Findlay, so the 5 starters are out again. Here's Lutz, going to play it into Lang. Now Lutz again, a little bit of a trapping zone look here. Not much in the way of pressure there for Findlay. Here's Janae Langs. Tucker. Cairnduff, quick trigger here. Boy, if that one goes down, unbelievable. Cairnduff had a good look at it though. And that's a shot that she has free reign to take. Lang's good defense down deep on Molnar. Webker, or actually that's Stegmeyer. 30, not 20. Molnar against Langs. Looking to get a shot off. Langs gives ground. It's a bad attempt. Molnar got it back. It's stolen now by Cairnduff. Behind the back again, ahead to Tucker. Lays it up and in. And a timeout taken by Weedy, who was extra emphatic for Gino Walker when he ran by. Piper Tucker with the last basket. She has 5 now. Grand Valley 48-20 on top in this one. Here's Karen Duff on the sideline, no problem, right behind the back, and then she headmans the basketball ahead to Tucker. Beautifully done. Great break by the Lakers, good defense at the other end. And Grand Valley up 28 here, midway through the third quarter against a team that's been really one of the scourges of GVSU women's basketball so far this season. Maybe the fatigue a little bit of a factor, but it really hasn't bothered Grand Valley, although the Lakers didn't have a real tough game yesterday, but nor did Findlay. Findlay had a good balanced offensive attack yesterday in Big Rapids. Probably had a chance to rest some people, and the Lakers are playing without Barnett. And playing very well right now, up by 28 against a team that's only scored 20 here in the first 25 minutes of this contest. So Grand Valley under Mike Williams really showing its stuff here, trying to get to 9 wins in the season. And with a victory here today, Grand Valley will serve notice to the rest of the conference, particularly the North Division, that it is going to be a contender for a divisional or a conference title here this year in the GVSU. Grand Valley returns with Karen Duff, Tucker, Parmley, Lutz, and Langs. So Dawson the only starter out of there, and it's a very much a makeshift lineup for Findlay, trying to find a combination as we look at Bailey Cairnduff. Anna Hintz is on right now, along with Molnar. Krista Putoff is in right now, 34 in white. Who's going to take the shot here for Findlay? Well, we see it right there. It doesn't go, but it's Putoff on the offensive rebound. Forces the shot up and draws. Oh, no. Now, do we have a held ball here? Referee outside called it a held ball. Are they going to call a foul? Now they're going to go with the foul call. Gina Walker stepped in. I thought it was a foul. Lutz reached in and really didn't get much of the ball. And that free throw is well shy for Krista Putoff, the freshman player here for Findlay. Had a rotation that time, still can't get it down. The rebound comes out, it's lost out of bounds. Tucker thought that the Findlay player, Jenna Stegmeyer, taking that one out of bounds. We've got a media timeout right now, 4:59 left to go in the period. More to come from Grand Valley after this on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
When you put your name on something, it means something. For over 140 years, Coors Banquet's been brewed in one place with pure Rocky Mountain water and the best high country barley. And someone with the name Coors still tastes our beer every week, making sure it tastes as good today as it did in 1873. That's something we're proud to put our name on. Coors, the banquet beer.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
I can't imagine this result happening today for the Lakers. Young folks have kind of gotten a bit distracted now. They're into the candy and the drinks and having some fun in the bleachers. The game has not held their attention here. And why not? Grand Valley up by 28 right now against Findlay, a team that came in with a record of 10-1 on the season. So this Grand Valley team is for real this year in the GVSU, and this weekend they have been on fire. Won by 35 yesterday. They're up 28 right now. Stegmeyer on the basketball against Lutz. That's a contested three. What do we have here? Travel. Jim Weedy just put his hands on his head and headed for the water cooler after that last call. Dawson's back on right now. Langs has gone out. Parmalee continues in there right now. Dawson got the arm out, just cleared out, drove and scored the ball. 50-20. Kayla Dawson has been outstanding here. 12 now in the ball game. Driving left-hander is around and out. Grand Valley's got another rebound. It's Tucker off the miss from Kenneth Mercer, who's in there right now for Findlay, wearing 5. Here's Dawson looking to go again. She's double teamed. Parmley. Lutz. Grand Valley a little bit out of balance right now, but still time on the shot clock. Parmley's going to take it to the rack. Forces a shot up. No. And it's pulled out by Putoff. And here comes Mercer again. Boy, Findlay is just looking for anybody that can get the lid off this basket. Better movement this time by Findlay, but somebody's got to shoot the ball, and they finally get one to go. And it's a basket. Findlay finally gets one down. And now Grand Valley misses at the other end. And it was Hintz who had that last basket. Now a foul going against Parmley at the other end. First basket of the second half comes about 6 minutes in. There's the little bump right there. This is Allie Toby, who's been at the line one previous occasion, split a pair before, makes the first one now. Lexi Seeger is in for the first time here now for Findlay, and Jim Wheaty's just emptied the bench. I wouldn't say he's given up on this game just yet, but it's a pretty good time to find out who can play and who might be deserving of a little bit more time. Grand Valley with Lutz on the ball now. The lead is down to 26. Grand Valley led by 30 a couple of moments ago. Tucker, Taylor Lutz. Grand Valley's trying to squeeze it around to Kierenduff. She's got it right now in the corner. Parmley. Lutz forced up a tough shot. Did draw iron. Grand Valley's going to chase this one down and save it. Fresh clock for the Lakers here with under 3 to go in the third quarter. I think Kierenduff is going to pull the trigger the next chance she gets here, and it might be right now. Cut off on the baseline. Tucker, shot clock at 8. Lutz going all the way down. The ball just touched a little bit on the block by Putoff, and the ball comes ahead, and it's lost out of bounds to Grand Valley. Hinton's going to come back into the contest. Jim Wheaty trying to get his team a little bit excited about what they've been doing here. And the starters continue on the bench for the most part. It's mostly a backup crew out there right now for Findlay. Surprised we haven't seen a little bit more Langs in here right now. Lutz might be wearing down under the load. She's had the ball in her hand much of the contest. Kierenduff now. Parmley. Kierenduff again. Tucker. Ball inside. Shot forced up. No. There's Parmley on the miss, and here comes Hinton. Still defending pretty well. Tough shot will not go. The ball was nearly rebounded by Parmley. Findlay got a little bit of a break there. It looked like it could have been an over-the-top call. That's a triple try. That's going to be air ball out of bounds. Look out. Into the cheerleaders they go. With 1:45 remaining, and Shannon Zajac will be back in, and also Webker gets back out there. Hintz goes out. So the Lakers would like to close this quarter with a flourish, a bucket or two if possible, and make the final quarter almost a foregone conclusion. Here's Parmley, Kierenduff. Grand Valley moving the ball, but without much penetration. This is where a player like Langs might be able to help them. A little bit more of a slasher. Lutz thought about it. Lutz is going to pull up for the jump shot. Beautifully done. Taylor Lutz with 15 in the contest, 52-24. Seeger. Webker tries to go on Kierenduff. Kierenduff cut her off nicely, and that's a great shot by Margaret Webker. Only her second basket of the ball game, though. And Valley doubling up at 52-26. Lakers might be able to play 2 for 1 here if they decide to go that way. I think they're just going to concentrate on getting the best shot they can find. Karen Duff. And now Tucker. If a team's down 30 and they're going to zone you might as well just let them. That is a shot that goes for Tucker and the foul. 7 for Piper Tucker, all here in the second half. Grand Valley's lead is 28 again. And the Lakers might well get another opportunity at the goal here in the third quarter. Plumlee's going to go out. Lindsay Baker, who is in there, goes out. Here's Piper Tucker, kind of reluctantly almost, stepping up to the free throw line, trying to shake off that blow. Good rotation. Can't find the ball, though, and Repker starts out. She's looking to go end to end if she can, but she'll give it up to Hinton. Depending when Findlay pulls the trigger here, Grand Valley might get the last shot of the half. That's a tough, tough ball taken there. Hinska's got the rebound, ripped out of her hands. That's got to be Grand Valley basketball. Goodness gracious. There was a miss by Margaret Wepker, and now Grand Valley does have the final opportunity of the first half. Let's see what Mike Williams has got planned. I think Mike is just trying to stay quiet right now and stay out of the way. No need to work hard in this one. This team is up $1 million right now, and with a chance to make it a 30-point lead or better at the end of the half. Dawson, inside had Lutz, couldn't find her. Threw a little too hard to Taylor Lutz, who was cutting down the baseline. I don't know if Findlay's going to be able to get off any kind of attempt. Grand Valley just doesn't want to foul in this situation. Now Wepker's determined to throw the home run ball here. She got it to half court. The shot was off and way short of the mark. 3 periods in the book. It's Grand Valley with this one in command right now, 54-26 on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. Well, what can you say about this one if you're a Grand Valley fan? Your team is just knocking the stuffings out of a very good side from Findlay, which had to feel pretty good about its chances today. They did the tough part winning on Saturday at Big Rapids, and this is going to be the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. I guess if you're Jim Weedy, you think we come in here, we'll just play loose, play our game. We've already gotten a split on the road. We can play well, but it just has not happened. Grand Valley's been too tough defensively, and they've had a pretty good offensive spread. Here's Haley Horseman, who has really been closed down by Lutz today. That's a tough contested triple try, and it goes. How about that? Nice shot by Carly Boner. 54-29. Didn't think that was the shot they're going to look for on their first possession of the period, but quick release, good result. Karen Duff now. Tucker's had a better second half for Grand Valley. Really, if you're Grand Valley, just take your time, because if a team's not going to put any pressure on you down by this many, just run the game out. Grand Valley at this rate has enough points to win. It's Dawson inside again. Dawson, by my count, with 14 now for the Lakers. 56-29. Grand Valley could be headed toward consecutive 35-point victories here on the weekend. That would get the attention of some of the coaches in this league. Grand Valley again with Dawson on the double. Almost walked into a double team, got rid of it to Lutz. Horseman still trying to put pressure on, but Grand Valley's just kind of sloughing it off. They'll just knock it around the lot a little bit here and take their time. Lutz looking to go now. That is Corinne Hinska. How about that? Hinska from 16 feet out. No hesitation. Her first bucket of the ball game. You can see what kind of threat she's liable to become for Grand Valley if she can hit from out there. Look at the way she moves her feet too on the perimeter. Way far away from the basket. Stepped out on Horseman there, who missed a shot. Grand Valley defending well inside. Oh. Foul called inside. It was Rachel Stackhouse who made the call. I'd take a look at this one again. I'm not convinced. Here's Tucker, who's not doing anything. Got both hands right on the ball. The player's out of gas. Couldn't elevate. Piper Tucker just has a quizzical look on her face right now. The free throw goes down. That's Webker with her 6th point of the ball game. Lutz goes out. Langs is back on. Lutz has been really outstanding this weekend, controlling the flow for the Lakers. 2 for Webker, 58-31 as we get down to the 8-minute mark. Dawson now against Horseman. Boy, Dawson's a physical player. A lot of people don't want to seem to mix it up with her at this level. She is a tough to-the-basket kind of player. Tucker for 3. Rebounded right in front of her by Webker. Webker looking to go. Grand Valley's got to check the dribbler. Webker very nearly took steps, tied up inside. Somehow got away with that one. And then Boner misses the shot. Dawson got shoved, I believe. I think this is a foul. Now they're going to call that against Dawson. That's a little bit surprising to me. Okay, it is on Webker and not on Dawson. And I didn't see Webker in the picture there at all. Kayla Dawson's kind of a tough player to deal with. And Findlay keeps shuffling people in and out. Horseman, who has just not had any kind of a game today, goes out of there. Well, she was so good yesterday for her side. Today it just hasn't come to her. Grand Valley's defended pretty well. Here's Langs now, taking over the point guard duties for Grand Valley with 7:15 left in the contest. Janae Lang's a 2-sport athlete, plays in the softball team. Hinska inside, ran out of room. Good defending there by Kelsey Lewis. Hinska tried to take a charge there. Quick timeout taken. They're going to call a block on Janae Langs as well, I believe, here. So the bucket goes for Stegmeyer. I like that call, too, because it was a little bit of a dive by Hinska, and she was in the circle anyway. Now she just jumped out, so she jumped in. Chance for a 3-point play here now. Stegmeyer with the bucket and a chance for a 3-point play. Can't find it. And Grand Valley back to the attack. Under 7 minutes to go here in this 25-point Laker ball game. Lutz back on with Parmley. Piper Tucker trying to set up inside. Karen Duff. Dawson too strong there. And when you reach in on Dawson, it's like, you know, cutting your hand in a food processor because she is really strong and you're just not going to knock that ball away from her and you're going to do some damage to yourself. The foul goes against Toby, I believe. Nice looking toss there by Kayla Dawson, 15 unofficially to tie Lutz for team high honors. Grand Valley now to 60. At 60-33 here with 6.5 to go in what is going to be a resounding Laker victory. Shot missed again. Tucker, yeah, well, you could have called a foul there or just said that Findlay knocked it out of bounds. And Gina Walker opted for the inbounds play for Grand Valley. So Grand Valley has Dawson, Tucker, Lutz, Parmley, and the fifth player out there right now for the Lakers is Lindsay Baker. And she's got it right now, right in front of her teammates. Lutz again. Grand Valley wants to continue to run its pattern here, but they don't really need any more points because Findlay's not going to get to 60 today. That much seems certain. Lutz has got a wide open three. And she's now at 18 for the contest, and her team leads again by 30. Well, Findlay is just wondering what has happened here today. Grand Valley with defenders in there, and that's going to be a held ball. Anna Hintz turned right into a triple team and was tied up by her opposite number 10, Taylor Lutz of Grand Valley. So the Lakers up 30 for the second time today as Piper Tucker tosses into Lutz. Yeah, I think Grand Valley is going to be emptying the bench pretty soon here. I mean, as much as Mike Williams can do so, he's got some players out hurt right now. And pretty much everybody who's been available has been in there. Dawson wanted a backdoor cut by Lutz. Lutz nods her head and then taps herself in the chest as if to say, you're right, I'm wrong. Once you start to cut, you just have to cycle through there. And because once the player commits to the pass, they can't really pull it back. This is Allie Toby on the dribble, trying to get away from Lutz. They haven't had much luck, Findlay, doing that today. This shot will not go, and it's a rebound by Baker off the miss. Grand Valley can have its biggest lead of the game, and they might get it. That was a walk by Piper Tucker. Missed the shot, but tipped the rebound out. Look out. People going over the top. I thought that should have been Findlay basketball. They're going to readjust here, I think, and give the ball back to Findlay, and we're going to take a media timeout right now. With 4:56 left in the contest, Grand Valley riding high today at home against Findlay.
What if a home phone could also be a smartphone? And what if that home phone could save you money on your home and wireless bill at the same time? With Xfinity Voice, you get amazing technology like readable voicemail on your smartphone, caller ID on your TV, and even text messaging, all for a low price. Start saving with unlimited nationwide talk and text and switch to Xfinity Voice for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
I'm almost done.
Now you can pay your bill, manage your appointments, and check your connection status. Anytime, anywhere.
Oh, so you're protesting? Okay.
Introducing Xfinity My Account, available on any device.
About 5 minutes to go in this one. 4:56 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter of today's doubleheader opener between the Lakers of Grand Valley and the Oilers from the University of Findlay in Northwest Ohio. Kayla Dawson, why not? Why wouldn't she be smiling? She had 16 yesterday. She has 16 today. And her team is up by a boatload here as we go down the stretch. Kiara Wired is in there right now, wearing number 2 for Grand Valley in the backcourt. This is Hintz trying to go against Baker. Grand Valley still defending well. Boy, Lutz is moving her feet extremely well against Lexi Seeger right now. And that's a shot that's never going to get there. Lutz contested that jump shot that came up short. And Grand Valley has just been methodical and unrelenting in this contest. Dawson looking to go on the baseline. Dawson forces up inside. Just shucking players on the way. 18 for Dawson, 65-33. He's going to bring back Langs for the final 4 minutes or so of the action. Findlay keeps wanting to shoot threes, and Grand Valley's just not buying it. They're defending very well out at the perimeter. Grand Valley defends well again. It's a miss by Hintz, pulled down by Hinska. Jim Weedy is going to call off the hunt right now. He's going to bring in everybody that hasn't been playing much. Lutz now. Dawson with Hinska. Two-man game. Dawson's just going to continue on. Extra pass. Kiara Wired gets it for three. Big triple for the last Laker to get into the fray here today. Shot missed. Hinska on the rebound for Grand Valley. And look at the Lakers looking to go again. Kiara Wired might get another chance. Step back behind that line. Let it go. Why not? Oh! Double it up. Kiara Wired with 2 triples, and with 3 minutes remaining, Grand Valley is up 38. Wow. Grand Valley continuing to defend on the perimeter. Look at this, just a bunch of people right down there in the fray, and another tie-up, this time by Lindsay Baker. Well, Grand Valley won by 35 yesterday, up 38 right now, and I don't think it's going to be an awfully long time before they win 2 games by this combined total. Kiara Wired, leave her in there, Mike. She's going to go back into the contest, I'm sure, here. She came in, knocked down 2 triples, walked back, said, okay, my work here is done. And now we have, what is it, a violation or an illegal screen? Well, they're going to call an elbow there against Dana Fricke. And Jim Weedy just says, well, I've seen it all. Baker's back on right now. Lakin Jacek is in for the first time for Grand Valley, wearing 3 in blue. Let's see if she can get involved in the scoring. Here we go, Kiara Wired again. Oh, almost an and one there. Oh, they're going to call it charge. Well, okay. Findlay now on the ball with Molnar. Got around Wired. This is Mercer who's back in, trying to reverse against Jacek. Not really able to do so. Findlay just cannot hammer it inside. They force up a tough shot and it goes. That was Hintz scoring the bucket there. Her second of the ball game. She has 4. It's 71-35. Lang's now on the ball as we get down to the 2-minute mark. This is Baker, got a good look at 3 and knocks it down. Lindsay Baker, first score of the ball game for her. 9 players now for the Lakers on the sheet. Grand Valley leading by nearly 40. Can you believe it? Hinska, no, couldn't grab that one before it goes out of bounds. Got popped in the face a little bit there. And Sarah Cullip is on right now for Grand Valley. Sophomore from St. Ignace. She looks like she's ready to play some defense as well, moving her feet well. Grand Valley really defending on the ball well today. This is a tough 3-point shot that barely draws iron. Hinska gets credit for a rebound. Wired. And now Grand Valley moves ahead with Jacek. Wired, she's already got 6. Great extra pass. Jacek for 3, couldn't quite get it. Findlay's going to pull it down, and we're down to the final 70 seconds of this one. Only the final margin is in doubt now. That's a long triple try that spins out for Lexi Seeger, and Corinne Hinska continues to eat up everything that's coming off the glass. That's a reach in that's going to cause a foul there, and neither team anywhere near the bonus. Well, this game wasn't close enough to merit any kind of defensive pressure. Certainly not from Grand Valley. Lakin Jacek with the ball. Looking to go down the lane, does so, forced it up, through the foul. She'll get a chance to get on the sheet here. A little long on the first one is Lakin. I want to remind you, we're going to step out for a couple of moments after the conclusion of this game and be back at 3 o'clock for the start of the men's contest between Findlay and Grand Valley. We're as close to 3 as we can make it. Jacek has her first point of the ball game, and really, I think everybody who has played now for Grand Valley, with the exception of, who is it that hasn't scored here for the Lakers? Findlay inside the last 30, forcing up another shot that won't go, and here's Kiara Wired. Everybody but Sarah Cullip has scored here for Grand Valley, who's been in there, and they might try to run a play for her right now. Baker, Jacek. Mike Williams is telling his team to hang on to the ball. Right now, this is going to stand as a 40-point Grand Valley win against a team that was 10-1. Down to the final few seconds, and the Lakers have done it. What a weekend. 35-point win on Saturday, a 40-point win today against Findlay, a team that was 10-1, having won 7 straight games. There may be some lasting ramifications for the Oilers in this one. Just played right off the floor today by Grand Valley. We'll take a short break. We'll come back and wrap things up after this on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
And when it comes to their health care, there's one thing we're all working toward: helping them feel better. Better summers, better dances, better retirements, and better roads ahead. This is what we want for every person we see every day. Better. Metro Health. Better all around.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
Well, we did not see this coming. No, not the cheerleaders. We're talking about the result in today's women's game. Grand Valley 75, Findlay 35, a 40-point Laker victory. Grand Valley with Dawson and Lutz each with 18 to key the victory. We're going to step out for a few moments. We'll be back right around 3 o'clock for the start of the men's game between Grand Valley and Findlay right here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.